Hogan Chadson, nice of you to invite me out for lunch, mates. Yeah, no, I enjoy a good chat with the journalist from time to time. Yeah, anyway, what's good here? Sorry, man, I'm going to have to take this. Hello? Chaz Hogan, how are you, mate? Yeah, I'm in Iceland. You have been here. About 25 years ago. Yeah, mate, yeah, I'd love for you to come and visit. All right, mate, we'll stay in touch. Awesome, bye. Sorry, Hogs, how old are you, mate? I'm a 25. 25. Oof, it's a rough looking 25, mate.
Syngjum saman til sigurskrópum áfram Grindavik. Og ég veit, við magnum gerir dag.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on The Impossible Dream. It is Season 4, Episode 2 today. We have games in the one game in the league against, well, there's been a rescheduling of fixtures, so it's against Fram, not Vikinger. And then we've got a cup tie against Selfoss, away from home. That's going to be tough. We've struggled against them in the past, and they're top flight side and we're away from home. So, yeah, like I say, big test in the league. Now, transfer window has closed. We didn't make any more signings. We did get a departure and we got rid of the £400 a week that Arneson was on, which is fantastic news for us. He just didn't... I think he's one of these guys that has to train. I think if he was a full-time player, I think he would have been quite good for us. And even now, he doesn't look particularly horrible. But anyway, he was on £400 a week and we have better options at right back. So we eventually got him out, which is good. And you can see the youngsters that we've sent off to our affiliate team. Well, we've got one youngster here that is out at another club. So I think they're 4th tier as well. And then the guys that are out on loan at GG, we've got Gudmundsson here. We have got Jogovic, who I'm hoping to retrain as he's left footer. I want him as a left-sided winger. So I've asked them to play him there. Hopefully they do. We've also got out on loan Adel Steinsen, the defender that thinks he's a midfielder. So we'll hopefully get him moving on a little bit in terms of ability. And I don't even know where you begin to pronounce that name. But anyway, Haldor is off there as well. He's a decent mid. The only problem I have with this guy, other than the fact he is physically a non-existent person, for a midfielder, the passing is just not there, and he can't really tackle either. So he's one of these players that there's potential there. I just don't know in what position, basically. But anyway, we'll see how he goes. He's there as well. 4th division, they should all be quite good. And as I said last episode, ideally, I want GG to work their way up the divisions. And if they can get themselves, I've never really been sure if the game sort of takes into account how good the teams are. If they get, I mean, they must do to get promoted. If we can get them up to the 2nd tier, and then we've actually got a legitimate place to put our youngsters to go and get some experience before they, come in and try and play in the top flight. So that's my long-term plan. Whether or not that's going to work out, I guess time will tell. But that is that. And, well, we've got 2 games to catch you up on. We've got our league defence, of course, underway last episode against KR. We won that one. Our 2nd game in the league was against... Who was it against? It was against Grotta. And, of course, Hammer. He went to Grotta. We took the lead when Hauksson played in Capiello, before Rocky found Stefansson to make it 2-0. Just a horrible click clash, that one, isn't it? Anyway, the highlights don't show it. We were absolutely magnificent in this game, particularly the first half. You can see our XG was almost 3.5. The stuff we were playing was quite honestly brilliant. It was superb, and we just didn't quite get the goals we honestly deserved to win this by 5 or 6. We were actually that good, but in the end we got to another clean sheet. Monte made his league debut. We had Origi in goal again, and we were able to bring youngsters off the bench. So Turpitson, Ormarkson and Karasson all got some game time in this one as well, which is obviously a good thing, and good to see Rocky, starting to get himself involved a little bit more, getting forward, which is important. He's going to be a big player for us in any success that we have. 2nd game to catch you up on was against the team that came up with us. I sort of view them as our little brothers in a way. It was HK. Let's see how that went. We fell behind in the 13th minute. Stefansson and Marmot combined for Capiello to put us level. But HK restored their lead before Rocky crossed for Stefansson to pull us level at half-time. Oscarsson's cross fell for Stefansson to give us the lead. And Rocky was again the provider for Oskarsson to get our 4th. before Marmot one possession for youngster Haverdartsen to play in Stefansson for his hat-trick. So we weren't great in the first half, but we really did pick things up in the second half. This Horitz guy is honestly, we're entering what's his face, Gareth territory with him. We in all likelihood will be signing him at some point, and he will be in the Gareth suite. Just punishment for always scoring against us. Barletown way back, if you're new to the channel, that's the backstory on that one. But again, we played some good stuff. Rocky starting to get heavily involved in the attack again. Stefansson with a hat-trick, which is just kind of par for the course for him. And yeah, who were the youngsters that got game time here off the bench? It was Olmarkson and, of course, Haverdartsen, the left winger who we saw provide the assist, which was excellent for Stefansson's final goal. So, yeah, lots and lots of positives. Maybe not so much defensively in this one, but certainly going forward, it started to click. Now, if we have a look at the league table, we can see we are top, which is absolutely brilliant with the youth policy as well. 3 from 3. And, yeah, well, like I say, we have, we're playing Fram, who are struggling this year. Look at that. Didn't know that. So, yeah, that is a game that, well, we'll see how we go. But you look at that and think we probably should be winning it. But anyway, we don't want to jinx things too badly. First up, though, it's the Cup. It's against Selfoss, who we've had a bit of a dodgy time with in the past. And let's go and have a look at what we're doing. And we can see here we are expecting a 4-2-3-1 from them. Triggy, their striker, and that Martin have a good goal-scoring record against us, so we want to be a little bit careful of that. Now, of course, in the Cup, we don't have to have players registered, and I don't want to say I'm not taking the Cup seriously, because I am, but equally I really want to make sure the youngsters are getting game time. So it's a little bit of a rotated side. So Origi in goal, have Pawson, Magnuson, who will not be a ball player, and actually we probably want to switch those two around. Monte and Sheba in a first time these guys have played together, so that's a little bit of a risk, I suppose. Turpey will be the deep line playmaker with Odin, Bagley and Capiello in midfield. Oscarson and Haverdartsen. Rocky will get his first game up top. We've got some Carrison, Ellison, Allmarkson, Podartsen. There's so many sons in this team, it's ridiculous. Ahmed and Collar, the young left back on the bench. So it's a risk. I'm not going to pretend it's not, but if we're going to do this youth thing, we need to commit to it. And if we're out of the Cup, honestly, I think it just allows us to focus a little bit more on the league anyway. So, yeah, let's hope we can win, though. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Yeah, this Tirafigson is good, and Martin, they've both scored goals against us in the past. So there's some trauma there for me. Let's, good run lately, go out there and impress me. I can get on board with that. I have been trying to be more positive with our team talks this year than just taking pressure off, because realistically, we're champions. You know, we need to be a little bit more positive. All right, and here we go. Now, I do just want to take 1 minute here while waiting for the game to start. You will notice down below that the join button is there. That is for channel memberships. Now, I've just done the 1 tier of channel membership. It is just 99p, just the lowest amount I could do. It's basically just another way, because I know not everybody, what was brought to my attention, not everybody likes to use Patreon. So if you want to be a channel member, it would be greatly appreciated. You get little badgy things and emojis you can use in chat and that, or comments, I should say. I think you can use them in comments and not just chat, because we don't really do live streaming stuff. But anyway, that is there. If you want to use it, brilliant. If not, not a problem. And I have updated the merchandise. I sort of did the stupid ad last episode, but yeah, there's some Grinda Victory stuff and just some updated Aussie villain stuff in there. Again, all links are in the description. And if you have any ideas or things that you'd like, there's, if you go to the Discord, you can message me in there, or just however, you just message me however. And we Rocky, oh, it's going to go through the keeper's hands, but it is behind for a corner. And yeah, I'm happy to do whatever you want. I'll customize things for you as much as I possibly can. So that's all there anyway. And yeah, just a big thank you for the continued support of everybody. It's all in the channel news update. Oh, Bagley with a booking surely there. If you haven't watched that, that sort of explains things in more detail. But anyway, I just wanted a quick mention of the membership, which is new. Now, 20 odd minutes gone, and not too much has happened. Origi picks up a ball there. Turpitson comes deep. We go to Monte instead. Crossfield pass, good one to find Oscarson. Sheba's getting forward. Magnuson, the young centre back. Well, he's actually, I think I said this before, he's a fullback, but he's not a fullback. He's a centre back. So we're just sort of giving him game time where we can to try and convince him of that. Sheba is the wrong side of that man, and that is not good defending, and it's gone in off Magnusson for an own goal. Well, it's his first goal for the club, so it's a proud moment for him, I'm sure, but that is as much down to Sheba as anything else. Where are you going? You've got to be goal side, mate. And there's not much Magnusson could do. You know, it was... He had to try and block it, didn't he? He didn't get a clean contact on it, clearly, and that is possibly where the mistake is for him, but that is a bit of a shame. And if we're honest, we haven't created too much here, have we? So let us try and raise up our tempo and maybe pass the ball into space. We'll see if that works. They've managed to score without having a shot on target, which is always infuriating, isn't it? We'll tell them to focus. And we've got a highlight late in the first half, about 30 seconds to go. Paulson crosses it in. Sheba out for Bagley. Oh, it's off the crossbar. The youngster who has already scored a stunning free kick in the League Cup earlier this season. And he's almost added a second there. That would have been something. All right, shooting has not been good enough. We've got some anxious players. We should be able to talk them around with just a nice calming, just relax. Nope, that hasn't worked. The goalkeeper, unlucky. That hasn't worked either. Well, I'm obviously a man-manager genius, aren't I? So we'll keep an eye on Monthe. We do have Sheba we can move into the middle, and then Ahmed could go at right back. So we'll just keep an eye on how that plays out for us as my mouse whacks off the keyboard. And, well, what can we do here? We've just not really created that much, have we? We'll lower the tempo down again, but we will just try passing into space and maybe not exploit the flanks. We'll just sort of use a little bit of everything and see how that gets us. We've not been terrible, but you wouldn't convince us of being good either, would you? Come on. Can we win that? We should. We do. Turpitson, nice collection there. Ball forward. This is the problem with sometimes passing into space, is that if they're not going to cooperate and they drop off and it's not quite timed right, then it looks like a little bit of a terrible pass. Bagley. I've got to admit, he is quickly becoming one of my favourites. I think because his name is Odin. Oscarson. Oscarson beats his man. Oscarson gets the cross in. It is off the post again by Rocky. We've not had much luck, have we? I mean, like I say, we've not been brilliant, but we've hit the woodwork twice. All right, Haverdartson is not having a good day, so we're going to change things up here a little bit. We're going to bring on Carrison to play up front. You can be a deep-lying forward, and Rocky can go in and be the inside forward that we know he can be. And we'll leave it at that for now. Hour gone. And, I mean, it's frustrating that it's an own goal that has got us undone right now. Sheba wins the header. Bagley gets it wide for Oscarson to Sheba. Turpitson. I don't like this passing into space. It's not working, is it? Ball forward again. Magnusson is there. Bagley to Oscarson. Oscarson for Bagley. Bagley looking for Rocky. He's got him in a little bit of space as well. Rocky cuts in. Rocky has a go and just can't bend his foot around it far enough. And we've got a corner to defend now. Ball in. Well claimed by Origi. We've got Oscarson up there if we want to get it forward quickly. It looks as though we're going to be slowing things down a bit though, which is fine. We roll it out to Monthe. Half-Pawson. How's Half-Pawson playing? He's playing okay. I wonder if we get the young collar out there. Rocky can't quite win that ball back for us. And they're in behind here. Don't give away a penalty. That's exactly what he's done. You muppet. We'll get the youngster on at left back. If this goes in, it's not looking good, is it? Oh, he's gone the right way as well. And... well, it's just not going for us, is it? Is it? I mean, is it the inexperience in the side? You could maybe argue that's something to do with it. I mean, like I say, it's not the strongest team we could have put out, but we have been the better side, which is always frustrating. But so maybe it is a bit of inexperience there for us. Ball into the box. It's Rocky. He's hit the post again. Oh, it is so frustrating. It's so disappointing. But ultimately, we've not put our shots on target. It's the same old story. And it's going to cost us a cup run. We are out in the first round. It's the worst we've ever done in the cup, I think. I mean, you couldn't do much worse, could you? And, I mean, basically, our XG doesn't suggest we did enough there. So, we're not happy with that, and we'll move on to the next one. So, there we go. We are out. We hit the woodwork 3 times and lost by 2-0, and we scored one of them for them. So, I don't think it was as bad as it looks, but ultimately it's a cup game. When you're out, and that's that, isn't it? All right, wait right there. We'll be back to take on Fram in the league, and let's hope that we can bounce back with a much stronger performance. Okay, welcome back. Let's put that behind us. It allows us to focus on the league now, so I guess that's a good thing. We are playing bottom of the league, Fram, but we know that they are a better team than that. And well, let's have a look and see what we're doing here as Vela are 1-1 with KR as the latest score there. We're expecting a 4-3-3 out of them, and this is the team that we are sending up. It is Origi in goal, Marmot, Adelstein, and Antonsen, who is happy at the team again now. He did, of course, want to leave, but he's got over that little problem. And Huggins will be the right back. Sayas, Halkson, and Damien Allmarkson will play as the advanced playmaker in place of Capiello. The reason for this, we have, I think it's a 2-game break, and then we're facing Viking up. So I want to make sure that we are ready to go for that one. Rocky is going to be an inside forward on the right-hand side. Gunnarsson is going to play on the left. So let's hope that he does a good job out there for us. And Stefansson, of course, is back. He will go up top, and hopefully he will solve the goal-scoring problem. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. Do we recognize any names there? I don't think so. I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of the names look very similar to me. Good. Home is important. Make that advantage count. Let's go with that. We are, of course, at home for this one. We were away from home in the last one. It's one of those, you know, away from home. It would have been better if that cup game was at home. I think we would have had a little bit of a better chance there, perhaps, but yeah, I mean, we don't have the squad to compete on all fronts, ultimately. That's what it comes down to. And the league, I think, is still more important to us than the cup. We can, of course, qualify, as we've seen last year. We can qualify for the Champions League through the league. We can't do that through the cup. So, yeah, we'll just have to... Lessons learned, I suppose. Hindsight said maybe I should have gone with Stefansson in that one, but... yeah, I mean, we brought Rocky in to be a goal scorer for us, so it's a bit of a shame in a way that he wasn't able to step up and do what we needed him to do as Cross comes in and it is away. And, oh, I thought that was going in for a second there. How are we defending them? Are we trapping outside? I wonder if we trap inside based on the fact they tried to get down the outside of us there. We'll encourage... and we'll see what we can do. Now, they have dominated possession early on here. We don't usually have that happen to us. Gunnarsson gives the ball away. He's one of those guys that has really high potential, but he needs to do a lot of development in order to make it with us. And there's signs here that this is not looking great for us, as we've evened out possession now. But yeah, he's one of those guys that he needs to... I mean, physically he's okay. He needs to learn to cross and or dribble, really, at least to be able to do one of the two as a wide player. So, yeah. Stefansson has not been in the game as of yet, and in fact is only playing a 6-4. Let's try to demand more, because it's not really been good enough, although we have got back in control of possession, which is something. But this is the team that is currently sitting bottom of the league. So that is, needless to say, disappointing, although we have had some decent chances there that we didn't see. Dig in. We need to do that. Let's do that. Let's have faith in you all. And the fact that Stefansson hasn't been in the game tells me that something we're doing is not quite working. So what can we change? We probably want to maybe raise the tempo up, get rid of that stuff, and maybe just get the ball into Stefansson as much as we possibly can. I just wonder a little bit in hindsight here if... yeah, we've got players playing in the wrong parts of the field to where we want to attack. I'm going to say, as far as attacking goes, this isn't working, so we're going to change. Okay, so we're going to switch to wingers. I mean, the smart money is to take Stefansson off, given he's playing a 6.1, but we're going to leave him on. We're taking off Gunnarsson and Rocky, who, although he is playing well, is got a heavy match load. So Karason's going to come on to play up front with Stefansson. Capiello, we're going to have to use him. He comes off the bench in place of Goodnatson, and everybody else there more or less stays in a similar role. And hopefully, like I say, we can, with a change of shape, create something, anything even. We'll go attacking. We'll encourage them. And, well, we're going to need to do some chance conversion training, aren't we? Because we are creating chances. We've had 12 shots on target. We've got a highlight here. And it's starting at the wrong end of the field for us. Can we win this ball back, please? And thank you. That's annoying. And Huggins isn't playing well. We'll get Sheba on out there. But now, I mean, Origi's probably got to get to that, doesn't he? Let's move Capiello forward, and we'll look to exploit the middle. We'll just get shooting on sight going, and yeah, we'll try a berating. Can we at least rescue a point here? No. Well, we've been mugged off there, haven't we? At home as well. And yeah, that's obviously disappointing. It's a bit of a freak goal that's gone in against us. And I mean, it was a little bit the same in the cup, wasn't it? A penalty and an own goal. It's not gone to plan this episode. So I think we've just suffered there. Stefansson's just had a bad day, hasn't he? We created a lot of chances for him. We didn't see any of them, unfortunately, but we've lost top spot and we've fallen to a late defeat. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is that just part of the growing pains? You know, maybe playing with young players, that is just part of the growing pains that we're going to have to accept this season and maybe next season as well. We will definitely do some chance conversion training, though. We've got a free week there, which is going to be a good thing. We're not going to do any set pieces. I'll fix that up later. But without playing a cup game, that free week could actually be quite beneficial for us to regather ourselves. But anyway, massively disappointing. There's no way around that. Yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it anyway, though we didn't score a goal, so I don't know why you would have. We'll come back. We've got a TV game. We just saw Selfoss, so let's come back for Breeder Blink and Vela. We'll be able to sort of whip through the season a little bit here with no cup games as well. So we'll come back for those two. The transfer window reopens around here somewhere as well, so if we're going to have to panic buy, we'll come back to start the panicking. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.